What's up, YouTube? How's it going, ASD? Well, I just went live. I wasn't live when you walked in. I was just getting ready to push the button when I saw your text right there.
Seems like a defective.
I gotta turn my dang phone down. Same old thing. How about you? I almost didn't do the live tonight. Just thought I might take a break from it, but decided to go ahead and do it anyway. What about doing another video or something, or putting something else up? The internet wasn't doing too great tonight anyway. I can see it's, well, my phone's buffering. I don't know if you're buffering over there or not. Hey, Ken, how you doing, buddy? Yeah? Yeah, I need to do another video, too. Trying to put more videos out now if I can, since the moving's done and the unpacking's done and all that stuff, and try to get this channel boosted up more. I notice I'm losing some subscribers slightly, so I know I need to start putting in a lot more, put some more content up. Seemed like every time I wanted to do something, though, I had to do something to the RV or whatever. Fix this, fix that. Well, Minnie never did reply to the video, so I'm kind of thinking maybe she might have been upset about it. I may just have to pull it down. Oh, you got it fixed, Ken. How about that? Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Must got your password. Either you found it or you replaced it with another password. Good idea. New password, huh? Sometimes that's what you got to do. Fix my mic here. I change mine sometimes randomly, but I've got to make sure like I said, I got a little black book, a little notebook, hardcover notebook, and it's actually getting worn out. I've had it for years, and I have to scratch out the old ones and put the new ones in and stuff like that. And I have to make sure I remember to do that when I change them. I've not done it a few times and went nuts trying to figure out the password. Then I had to go through all the bull crap of resetting it. I'm thinking about doing a painting of some birch trees. A fall painting with just birch trees in it. I like birch trees. I think they're pretty. Of course, I'm from up north, so they're plentiful. And for some reason, a lot of people have trouble painting them. because contrary to what people think, they're not just white or white and black. There's other colors in them too. Recon must have hit Taco Bell today. It's Saturday or Wednesday or Wendy's or Pizza Hut. Maybe Minnie will jump in today. Might come in and scream at me. Of course, she might just be busy. I know that. I'm not sure if the wedding's all done or not. That she was helping with her daughter, I think it was. Yeah, he's still here. So you're doing a gaming? Are you got a gaming video coming out ASD or something different, or a vlog or something? Ah, I see. A foodish review and a game video. Are you doing them together or separately? Eat while you play? Munch while you play? Or brunch and games? I've been wanting to do a live painting session. And I just need to figure out how I'm going to run everything because my computer's at this end and the other end is where all my camera stuff is. So gotta figure out how I'm going to do that. Of course, I can get my webcam off my monitor here. You know, it's separate anyway. And just pull it over and put it on a tripod, I guess, and do it that way. I just won't, I'll have to keep turning around to read the monitor. I used to have an extension for a monitor. So I could move one of my monitors over there so I could see what people were saying. Well, a premiere is something that's kind of announced and you can set a time for it. And it lets everybody know that it's coming. A special video is coming. Premieres are generally not advised, especially on new streams. I tried to do one or two, and all of the experts say that it really hurts your stream doing a premiere until you get tens of thousands of users, 100,000 users or whatever. Then you can do a premiere and get away with it, and it'll help work for you. But when you got just not that many people like I do, I don't have that many people either, a premiere is not a good thing. But that's what it is. It's just announcing something coming up. Basically what you're doing anyway when you announce, when you're having a live or whatever, you know, or a video, but the premiere sets it at a specific time and lets everybody know what time that premiere is going to be. You can do just a video as a premiere, or I think you can even do a live. You can do like a pre-recorded live um, as a premiere. Yo, you went to Manchester, New Hampshire too, huh? Well, I lived in Manchester, New Hampshire for a while. I've had a few friends there. I haven't talked to them in many years, but I knew people there. Recon, how's it going, buddy? You made it. We were. I was just saying, not we, but I was saying you probably stopped at Taco Bell today since it was Saturday, or Wendy's, or Pizza Hut, or something. But I saw 4 users up on the screen, so I kind of figured maybe you were there. Manchester's okay. I mean, it's not. It ain't like Boston. I mean, it's a city, but it's not like Boston. But then again, hell, I haven't been in Manchester for 25 years. Well, actually, that's not true. I was there about 10 or 12 years ago when we flew up. We flew into Manchester and I rented a car there. But I didn't really look around the city or nothing like that. But it didn't change a whole heck of a lot since I'd been there 30 years ago. Yeah, I was telling the guys tonight, Recon, that I think maybe Minnie may be upset because she didn't leave a comment. So I was going to put on my name here tonight, in hiding. Well, your brother lives in Manchester? Ah, I see. I used to know some people that named the Nolans that owned a little small restaurant. I'm sure they're probably out of business by now. They were getting old. They were way older than I was then, but I knew their son. And in fact, he played in a band, and I used to go on the road with their band sometimes and help them do this and that, run the mixers and stuff, and lights and stuff. You were lost on back roads, huh? Yeah, I wouldn't blame you for not getting online in the city. No, Nolan, Nolens. I don't know if she's seen it yet or not, Recon, but normally she replies to something. Most any of my videos, a lot of the time she replies, but she didn't even reply. So I'm tending to think maybe she might have got upset about it. I don't know, but I would think that she would have said something about it, whether she was upset or not. But if she is, I'll remove the video. It was just a joke anyway, and I already said that, so no big deal. She's got a good sense of humor normally. She must. She's laughing at us all the time. But then again, I think she's still got her daughter's wedding she's dealing with too, I think, and some other things. So that might be why. She may not have been online to see it yet. Or she might be plotting my demise. She might be on her way from California to Florida to beat my you know what. I almost, like I was telling the guys earlier, I almost didn't do the live tonight. I almost just was going to just do a work on doing another video. I've been I've been wanting to get more videos out lately. I'm just frustrated that the cops were not doing a good job. I didn't go to the fireworks, but the cops were directing cars down side streets and some were dead ends. Dead ends, wow. I'm not real worried about it. I mean, I don't think she's really upset. She might be, but I would think she. I've already stated that if she was not happy with it, that I would take it down, and she knows that I would. I'm sure. I was hoping she'd just get a good laugh out of it. It's gotten about 15 views, I think, something like that, and some good comments on it and whatnot. Of course, most people don't know her anyway, so they wouldn't know who it really was, except us. Oh yeah, I'm sure there was a lot of traffic. I mean, I hate even being in Boston or New York City, Atlanta, whatever. I hate being in big cities. I'm a wreck. My wife hates it even more than I do because she knows I'm going to be a wreck. And she refuses to drive in a big city. Not going to happen. But the city that we were from up in New Hampshire, way up in northern New Hampshire, was really more of a town, between a town and a city. But in all the years we've been gone, which has been about 30 years, it has multiplied, the population is multiplied by probably 20. It has grown out from its sides in an enormous amount in different directions. And you're talking about a place that really didn't have that big of a business district. Now it's got a business district that's probably 10 times larger than it was, or maybe more than that even. I mean, they didn't have like Home Depot and Walmart and stuff. They had a smaller shopping center. It wasn't very big. A Pick and Save, I think, a Globe, yeah, a department store, something like that, and few small clothing stores and stuff, but nothing drastically big. But the place just blew up. I literally got lost in a place that I lived for many, many, many years because it got so huge. They put like turnpikes in and loop-de-loos from the interstates and everything. I mean, this was super complicated. I got lost trying to figure out how to go from one place to another. They rerouted traffic that used to go, a certain place. You had to go a totally different, longer way around to get to the different places you were going. It was just amazing. Yeah, I hate traffic too. And the town we lived in was really kind of a fairly relaxed town. You didn't stress about the traffic that much because there just wasn't that much traffic. The main busier part, there was more traffic, fairly consistent, but it still wasn't that big of a deal. It wasn't that much. But now it's just super congested. I mean, I had trouble going from one town to another that I used to go to all the time. When I was younger, even drove taxi cab for a while. I couldn't even find my way around the place anymore. I worked part-time as a taxi driver for a year or two. But that was, I'm talking a long, long time ago. I was like a kid, basically. I think we just had Jennifer. Extra money, pay the bills. Yeah, even Gainesville, where we That's the biggest city we live close to now. It's a pretty good sized city, but it's still not real heavily congested. Now, there are times that we know will be congested. We have a stadium there, which is where the Gators play, football team. So you know when it's a Gator game is going on, you know you don't go up University Avenue. You're just being dumb. Okay, Ken, no problem. So people know you avoid University Avenue unless you're going to the game, then you got no choice. But otherwise, you're going to be stuck in traffic for quite a while. But there are other routes around to get around the city, like 16th Avenue, 23rd Avenue, whatever, 39th. But, if you just don't know there's a game that day, you're going to be regretting not knowing it. And that is right in the heart of the town. That's where all the college students are, too. So you got game day, you got hundreds of thousands of college students, which a good bunch of them are going to that game, too, and everybody else. And it's a huge stadium. So parking becomes a huge issue. Forget about it if you want to go to any of the stores on University Avenue, which goes by the stadium. Forget about it. It ain't happening. Welcome back, Ken. You got your water? I got my coffee. In fact, I'm actually going to need a refill of my coffee here pretty soon. I came out a half an hour before I come live. Now it's already cold. No, that was a total joke, ASD. That was a total joke. Little prankster type joke I played on her. The only crafts that she does is arts and crafts, and she makes her own holiday cards and birthday cards and Christmas cards and stuff like that, and her own crafts that she does. Showing 5 people here now. That little sneaky mini might be in here now, ready to skin me alive. I'm waiting for it. Once again, it's not late for me, Ken. It's only, going on 11 o'clock. That's not very late for me. I mean, I'm up pretty late every night because I don't sleep very well. So it's nothing unusual for me to be up to be 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. Sometimes later than that because I have a really bad time sleeping. Well, I'm sure it did spoil with all the heat there is. It's from what you say, it's been pretty hot up there, Recon. So I'm sure it didn't take long to spoil. You wasteful devil, you. I'm really not worried about ASD. If like I've already said, if she got upset with me, I would have no problem removing it at all. Even though I'm monetized, I don't make that much on a video. I might lose, 20 cents or something, or a buck at the most. So I have no problem removing it. Now, if it went viral, I'd have a big problem removing it. Because if it went viral, then I'd make some decent money on it probably. Well, that is a shame, Recon, because I could have used $15 worth of hamburger today. I would have loved to make some cheeseburgers or something. Although my wife did make, actually, she did make hamburger steaks tonight. So, same thing. That's what we had for dinner: macaroni and cheese and hamburger steak and green beans. In fact, that's all we ate today was supper. A lot of times, that's all we eat is supper because we're both up pretty late at night, and we don't eat much breakfast. We just have coffee and whatever. Well, hey, I've already had my weeks of rain every day. It didn't rain today for a change, or did it? Hmm. Yeah, it might have drizzled a little bit this morning. Well, $15. That's really about 4 meals for me and my wife, just the two of us. But we only eat one hamburger, and we don't make them that big either. And what's a hobo packet? ASD. Oh, hot pack. Those hot pockets. Is that what that is? A hot pocket? You forget, Recon. I've been having storms for the last 2 or 3 weeks now. Every week. I don't feel sorry for you. I'm glad you're getting them instead of me. Sorry, but that's the way it is. I'm sick of the lightning and the thunder and lightning and the storms and the rain and all that crap. I know how you feel. I've just never heard of a hobo packet. Then again, I'm sure there's lots of things I've never heard of that people eat. So I know what hobos are. I mean, like Recon's a hobo. Might not be Minnie in here. It might be that sneaky Jennifer in here tonight. I almost forgot about her because she was over to the house here earlier, was bringing the baby home to bed. So the baby probably went to sleep. So she might be online. So Jennifer might be in here lurking. I really would like to know what's going on with Lisa. I don't know if she's deserted us or if something's happened in the Caribbean where she lived from that hurricane or what's going on with her. Probably ought to go, if we could find a video with her in it, you could click on her name and maybe go to her profile, leave her a message or something. I don't know. Oh, okay. I see what you mean, ASD. That's basically, my wife does the roast that way sometimes. She'll just do a roast with potatoes, carrots, and whatever. Maybe a few onions or celery, whatever. Wrap it up and throw it in the oven. But she puts it in a pan. But yeah, it's good. But she'd make it like a meal size, enough to feed a lot of people. Then you get the flavor of the. She puts a little bit of olive oil on it too in the veggies. So then you get the flavor of the meat and the veggies, throughout the whole thing. I don't need to do that if you don't want to. ASC, it's no big deal. I know what you're talking about now that you explained it. I know exactly what you're doing. So, Doc, hey buddy, how you doing? We'll begin with wondering how you were doing. We hadn't seen you in a while. How's it going, Doc? You migraine free tonight, I hope. Working hard, probably. You're doing okay? Great. Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. Did you see the joke video that I did for Minnie? You might want to watch it. I might have to take it down because she might skin me alive when she catches up with me. It's called Swamp Witch Minnie. It's a music video I did. I did the video and everything. It's called Swamp Witch Minnie. It was a joke with Minnie. And it took me several days to do it. Not all day long, but I put a lot of work into it as a little joke prank for Minnie. She hasn't said anything about it yet, so she may be planning my demise. If you get a chance, check it out. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think of it. It was just a joke. So, but it was for fun. If she gets upset, I'll remove it anyway, but I don't think she's got a good sense of humor. I did tell her I was going to make one, and she's the one that told me if you do a video about me because I threatened to do one, she said, make sure you post it. Well, I did, so we'll see. If I appear on live one day with a tomahawk in my head, you know what happened. She caught up with me. Recon, we're gonna make sure we're gonna chant and make sure you get all the rain back up your way, Recon, for a while. So give me a breakdown here in Florida. I don't know if Doc is getting a lot of rain. I don't think he said anything about getting a lot of rain over there where he is, but hey, better having rain than snow. I think. Maybe not. Of course, in Florida, we have a lot of sand, and rain tends to make a lot of mud. We don't have the rocks and stuff to keep the ground real solid. It's too soft. I keep seeing a sixth person trying to come in, but they leave. Maybe it's Velvet trying to get in. You got some rain too, Doc? Well, we've had it here. Like I've said in the past, we've been getting it for it seems like the last month. I mean, some of these weeks have been just horrid. Constant rain, constant. And I mean, coming down, we've had days that we rain and get 6 to 8 inches of rain. It's finally been letting up some. Actually, let up quite a bit, really, but it's rained enough that since we've had the RV here, it's been a couple months now, 2 3 months. I still haven't had a chance to ride my motorcycle. It's just been the roads have been too bad. There was too much rain, too much water on the roads. Well, that's why I like where I live right now, Recon, because it's not a lot of traffic where I live. Like I said, the nearest city is Gainesville, which is 20 miles away. You've got your tickets in the car. It's been a bad night for you, Recon. It's been a bad night. Man. Well, look at it this way, Recon. Tomorrow's a new day. Maybe they'll be better tomorrow. How's the construction business, Doc? Guys keeping real busy, are you? Because this time of year, I'm sure it's pretty hot doing construction. Yeah, I know. That's when I hated Florida the most, when I had to work outside doing, building and stuff like that. And I didn't work construction, but when my father and I were building a house and whatever, and other projects I used to do outside, it was just too hot. Back in the group home, which was a huge house, when the guys we hired a contractor to do the roof, to put a metal roof on it, because originally it was a flat roof. Well, they had to buy 2 or 3 different sets of trusses because it was a multi-level house. And of all times, they put that damn metal roof on in July and August, the 2 hottest months in Florida. I felt that had to have been the most miserable job for anybody to do, because that metal was so hot you couldn't touch it with your hands hardly. It was just so hot. I don't know how they did it. Them guys were pouring sweat. They were drinking gallons of water every day. But they would leave by they knew better. They'd leave by 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Because after that, it was just too hot. Unless it just happened to be a day that cooled down and it rained or whatever and cooled the roof off, and they might stay a little bit later. But for the most part, 2 o'clock, they were gone. They'd get there really early in the morning, and by 2 o'clock, they were packing up and going. It was just way too hot. And both of my sons did metal roofs too. They used to work doing metal roofs for a living. And yeah, they used to get burned all the time. My God, they're like working in a frying pan. I don't know. They don't do many metal roofs up north, do they, Doc? Do you do much with metal roofs, or just shingle? I know up north where you get the snow and everything, I don't know how metal roofs would work up north. You do? I mean, down here they just, basically a lot of people have been going to metal roofs because they last longer, they look nicer and whatever, and they just go right over the shingles, furring strips, and slap the metal down and put a cap up there and whatever, and that's about it. Okay, ASD. Well, it's a lot cheaper to do. Really, in the long run, it's way cheaper to do metal roofs. You know, cheaper, faster, cosmetically, they're nice. You can have whatever color you want. I mean, the colors they have are there's a lot of colors you can get, lots of them. In fact, my son Chris, the one that passed away, he worked for Tri County Metals. They have like 5 different places in 5 different cities. He was like one of their main trim guys. Chris used to make trim, specialty trim that the other places couldn't even make. But he knew the machine so well, he could make some really odd stuff. People needed special fit trim. He's the one they saw. And they crank out a ton of metal every day. And Chris used to do jobs on the side too. Um, but they're extremely popular here. A lot of people, they buy an older house, the shingles are shot, right over the top of it with metal roof. Looks like a new house. Problem solved. So it's a good thing. They've got it worked out now, so they don't leak usually. They've improved the screws. So the first, Chris ended up replacing some of the screws in ours because the first, when they did ours, it was like 20 years ago or so. The screws tended to back out after so many years. So he ended up having to replace the majority of them because they come out with a new screw that didn't back out. I don't know what really the difference was. He showed me, but I don't remember. But so we ended up having to replace a bunch of them. But that's definitely the going thing in Florida, metal roofs. Even on our garage. In fact, the garage my father and I rebuilt because it had burned originally. Um, and I shingled that roof by myself. My father was too old then, and my uncle was helping, but he couldn't get up there. Um, he had a bad leg or something, so I ended up shingling it myself. And after 20 years, it was ready for another roof. So it actually went longer than that. It wasn't leaking, but we went ahead and, in fact, I had my son Chris put metal roof on top of the garage too, and it looks way better. It looks better. He had that roof done in a day, the whole thing. And it's a big garage, 2-car garage. In fact, it was less than a day. He was like really fast doing it. Yes, it is. Very humid down here. Of course, you're surrounded by water, makes it more humid. Even in the wintertime, no, Recon, Florida in the wintertime, um, 30 or 40 degrees to you feels 20 degrees colder to us here in Florida. I don't know if it's because of the moisture, the dampness, or what it is, but it always feels even colder. And I lived up in New Hampshire, up in the White Mountains. I know what cold's all about, but at the same temperature down here, I always felt a lot colder. I don't know what it is. It's something about Florida. It just felt colder. Probably because we don't have the snow for insulating the ground and all that stuff, and it just feels colder. Excuse me. Well, I think I'm going to do another painting video pretty soon. You weren't here yet, Recon, but I think I'm going to do one on like a fall one with just birch trees, bunch of birch trees. I'm pretty fond of birch trees because I'm from up north, so they don't have many birch trees in Florida. In fact, I ain't found one yet. They probably do have some here and there, but I haven't found any. Up north, they're full of birch trees. But I don't know what else. I wish I had the energy to come out here for a day. Of course, if I planned it out, I could. I'd like to come out here and plan on kind of like some of the guys that do ticket scratching and do like 3 or 4 videos at the same time, one after the other. Save them up, upload them and just reschedule them to go on at different times. But I kind of like to do that. Get ahead quite a few videos. Am I buffering for anybody tonight or not? My upload, I notice, is kind of crappy, like it used to be before. We were getting some better upload speeds for the last few days, but I noticed it went down tonight. I'm just checking it again. Although download went up to 17 megabits per second. That went up. It tripled. But upload is still less than half a megabit per second. 0.44. Not very good. Ken, you still with us, buddy, or did you fall asleep? We need to get one of them shock bands and put it around Ken's arm to keep him awake. We'll have the button here. We can just once in a while we just push the button, make sure he wakes up, keep him awake. How's that sound, Ken? Shockingly good. You guys are mighty quiet tonight. My gosh. I need some more coffee. I don't like cold coffee. Ugh. We have a good coffee pot because we like coffee, so we have a good quality one. And it's pretty hot when it comes out. Sometimes I'll even microwave mine a little bit more, just make it even hotter. Oh, I see. You snuck out to the car and got the tickets. I see how you are. All right. Okay. Well, probably wasn't a good idea to scratch them tickets tonight, Recon, because let's face it, this ain't been your lucky day. You probably should wait till tomorrow because it wasn't your lucky day today. We all know that. You already admitted it. You should have waited till tomorrow. We'll see. In fact, it's one of them days that if you at least get a break-even tickets, it'll be a good day. Forget the profit. Frozen pizza. Could be worse. Could be nothing. Or it could be like me once in a while, and you get a bowl of cereal for dinner. That's what I do sometimes. If I'll just grab a bowl of cereal. Problem with the bowl of cereal, it's okay, but in about another 2 hours, I'm starving after that. It's not all that filling usually. Well, if I have some toast with it, maybe some butter and peanut butter, not too bad. That'll last longer. I'll have a bowl of cereal at night pretty often anyway, but if I get hungry, I have a hard time sleeping at all if I'm hungry. That's when I have a bowl of cereal at night. Something to tide me over until I can fall asleep. My stomach is my enemy. I'll be laying there trying to sleep, really tired, and my stomach's going, "You're not going to sleep until you feed me. So get up and go make something to eat because I'm not going to let you sleep. I'm going to growl all night and I'm going to hurt you until you go fill me up or put something in me." And that's what I have to do. Go find something to eat. Nah, coffee's never kept me awake. Because if I eat something, I'm fine. Because I'm hungry, usually. Coffee's never bothered me because I got used to coffee all the time because when I was in the Navy, we had, when you're out to sea, you got different duty shifts. It could be during the day or it could be that night or in the middle of the night. It could be from, midnight to 7 in the morning or whatever. I don't remember what the times were back then, but, or whatever your duty shift was, it could have been, or on watch or whatever. You had to be awake. So you drank coffee. So, you're up day and night basically, but you were drinking coffee all the time, one way or the other. And so you kind of get used to that. I always did. I got used to it. Welcome back, ASD. So I've never had a problem with sleeping from coffee. I know a lot of people, they can drink a half a cup and it'll keep them awake all night or half the night. I don't know. I'm like immune to the caffeine. I don't know. But heck, tea is even worse. Tea's got more caffeine. In fact, chocolate does. Chocolate's got more caffeine than coffee. So they tell me. So I guess that means if you really want to wake up, have a cup of hot chocolate or hot tea. There might be something to that. Don't forget the English were teetotalers. And that's what they drank mostly was hot tea. Of course, they had, all different flavors or whatever. Hot cocoa puts you to sleep. Yep. See what I mean? There's more caffeine in hot chocolate than there is in coffee. That's what the experts say. That's what I'm saying. I can drink a cup of coffee and I can go right to bed. I have a hard time going to bed if I'm hungry than if I drank coffee before I went to bed. Yeah, my kids were Mountain Dew lovers until my daughter actually had a problem from it because the doctors made her stop drinking it because it did something to her stomach. And she drank Mountain Dew a lot. She had to stop drinking it because it messed up her stomach real bad. Something in the Mountain Dew. I never really cared for Mountain Dew all that much. When I was a kid, I used to drink it once in a while, but I never really cared for Mountain Dew all that much. And the white soda, like Sprite. And I like ginger ale once in a while. Sprite is okay. When I was a young kid, probably 10, 11, 12, whatever, my brother and I would get Sprite in a bag of peanuts and pour the peanuts in with the Sprite. Of course, you drink some of the Sprite first. It was always back then it was in a bottle. And we put the peanuts in the Sprite, let it mix up, and then drink the Sprite and chew the peanuts. It was great. It actually was good. Try it sometime. Well, I think what I was told was actually not really quite so much so hot chocolate. Look up chocolate itself. Chocolate itself, I think, has the most caffeine. Just plain chocolate. I don't know. I'm going by what they told me. I don't know. Look up tea while you're at it, because tea supposedly does have more caffeine. And I've heard that from a lot of doctors. That tea has more caffeine than coffee. I'm buffering. Joy. Tea's got 26 milligram. Well, I guess that depends on how strong you make it. Back when the English did tea, they used tea leaves. They didn't use tea bags. They put their own tea leaves in. They may use more or less. Like when I do tea, I don't use one tea bag. I use two. So then you're talking 52 milligram. But I don't know. I'm going by what I was told by the doctors. I don't know. Who said their doctors are always right? Because most of the time, a lot of times they're not. Holy crap, I got 21.41 megabits per second download all of a sudden. 0.65 up. Wow. But anyway, I don't know who's right, who's wrong. I don't know. I think I've looked it up before, and I don't even remember what the results were when I looked it up. Starbucks to me tastes stronger than any coffee there is. I absolutely hate Starbucks coffee. I never liked it. Never. It just never tasted good to me for some reason. But that's good to know if if that's what it is. If hot chocolate is only 5 milligrams, that's good to know. Because if that means if you want something hot before you go to bed, and caffeine's the problem for you, what's the solution? Hot chocolate or hot tea instead of coffee. If caffeine affects people that much, whoever it is, like I said, some people caffeine does keep them awake. Some people like me, it don't. It wouldn't matter to me if it was hot chocolate, coffee, or tea. It wouldn't matter to me at all. But anyway, we're over an hour, guys. I think I'm gonna shut her down for the night. I think Doc's probably maybe gone already. He's only showing 3 here, so and Ken, I don't know, he must have went to sleep again. Wake up, Ken. Anyway, y'all have a good night. I appreciate everyone coming, and we'll see you all tomorrow night. If Minnie doesn't catch up with me by then, never know. Y'all have a good night. Stay safe, stay healthy. Recon, stay out of the traffic, and stop being so forgetful. ASD, thanks for coming. Have a good night, bud. Take care. Doc, if you're there. Ken, if you're there. Both of y'all have a good night. Stay safe, stay healthy, and we'll see you tomorrow night. Catch you tomorrow night, guys.